What's up, party people? It is that time of year again. Time for the Ed Asner Family Center charity auction, where I spend a buttload of money on autographed pops for charity. Not, I would have done it anyway, but it helps that it's for charity. It makes me feel a little better about how much money I spend. But that doesn't matter. We're here. It's about the charity. It's about the kids. It's good. It's good for everybody. But, it's also good for me because I get a bunch of sweet autograph pops. Gonna be honest, this year wasn't as good as last year for me. It wasn't bad. I'm not saying it's bad. But last year had some heavy hitters. Last year, I got Will Ferrell, and I got Nick Offerman. So last year, Dan Castellaneta, Homer Simpson. I got some good stuff last year. So it was kind of hard to top it this year, and I don't think I did. But you can be the judge. I don't think topping Will Ferrell is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. There were Tom Hanks. I didn't get any. I'm going to tell you now, they're not going to be here. So if you're here for Tom Hanks, you're not in the right place. I didn't get any Keanu's. I do have one on the way, but not from this. From something else. I found it for a really good price. So I do have a Keanu on the way, but not from this. Different. Not for charity, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with the money, but probably not for charity. So we're going to get into, I've already opened the box, just way easier. It's a huge, gigantic box, because I bought a lot of stuff. So let's get into it. First one is Saitama in his casual outfit, signed by Max Middleman. He was actually there signing these pops, and this was the first one he signed, and he did a little doodle on the side. And yeah, it's very cool. I was very adamant about buying the first one he signed. I like Max Middleman a lot. He's in one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game ever, Persona 5. I already do have his autograph on Ryuji from Persona 5, but I don't have a Saitama, and he also voices him. So I wanted to get this one with the cool little doodle on the side. Kind of looks like an egg, but it was fun. A lot of fun. We're here for fun, But yeah, and the cool thing about this year, and they haven't done this. This is the fourth year they've done this charity auction, and up until this point, nothing was authenticated on site. Obviously, everything has been legit, above board, whatever. But this is the first year they actually had Swayu, which I have been saying it wrong my entire YouTube career, Swayu, authenticating everything on site. So this is the first year that everything does come with certificates of authenticity, basically, or stickers at least of authenticity, which is very cool. Obviously, all the other ones have been authentic as well. They were signed in person by the people who run the show, and but it's still cool. I even if I get something signed in person by myself, I still want it authenticated. Just because I don't know, it kind of adds to it for me. I don't know why. Obviously, I did it myself. I saw it happen, but I don't know. Just adds a little something to it. And if you ever decide to resell anything, you need this. You need this. You're not going to be able to sell non-authenticated pops. And I guess I can't say that you won't for sure, but you're going to have a lot easier of a time selling authenticated pops for sure. So that's only one of many we got today. Next up, let's do this one. We've got, I believe this is the first one I bought. We've got the 2018, oh, it's beat up on both sides. I wonder what happened. So, I bought this one first. I had already put a bid in before they showed that gnarly mess. And it's also on the bottom, which is, I don't know how that happened on both sides. Maybe there was something like taped to it. I don't know. It probably was tape of some sort. But it did rip, but that's okay. I got it for a really good price anyway. We got Norman Reedus signed Daryl Dixon, PX Previews exclusive, Bloody Biker Daryl. So I think that's a biker. Yeah, it says it on it, duh, idiot. Bloody Biker Daryl, pretty cool. I don't have a Norman Reedus, so even with the damage, I'm pretty happy. I got it for under $100, so pretty happy with that, even if it's damaged. If I can ever get another one for a similar price, not damaged, I'll probably replace it, get a new one, but, as a placeholder, it's not bad. Alright, next up we got, let's do this one. So, we have Bender from the Breakfast Club. I do already have a Judd Nelson signed Bender, but this is the new pop, where he's doing the classic, don't you forget about me pose, which I don't have. So I got it for a really good price. Again, all of these, I think, maybe except for one. One I overpaid a little bit for, but just because, someone bid me up and they had already bought the other two, but someone bid me up anyway. But they bought the other two, so you know what? They really wanted this third one, I guess. But no, I got it instead. I'm not calling anybody out, but how dare you? So this one says "Eat my shorts." My other one doesn't have a quote, so it's a different pop. It's got a quote, so it adds to it for sure. So happy to have gotten that one. Definitely going to hold on to both. Normally I'd sell duplicates, but since it's on a different pop, it's the most iconic scene in the whole movie probably, and it's got a quote. Probably going to hold on to both. Let's see. Let's do this one next. Then we'll get into the three pretty rare ones. This one, I mean, he does sign a lot on the street. It's kind of hard to see because it's black paint pen, and it is a paint pen, which is good. I was a little worried about some of these ones signed in black because I thought they might have been Sharpie, but this is black paint pen, which you don't see a lot. I don't love it because it's hard to tell unless you're in person if it's Sharpie or not. On an auction, I just took a shot at this just because of the price. Price was really good, so I took a shot. It is black paint pen, so it was absolutely worth it, in my opinion, for sure. So we got Fred Armisen. I don't think I said that. From the Californians, Stewart from the Californians. Funny bit on SNL. Definitely not their best, but not their worst either. That's for sure. But I was happy that this turned out to be paint pen and not Sharpie, because pop signed in Sharpie are the bane of my existence. I think they are the worst thing ever. They might be worse. Nope, not going to say that joke. That's terrible. Whatever you think they might be worse than, I was about to say something way worse. So I'm going to keep that to myself so I don't get banned from YouTube, because I probably would have. But that's okay. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I know I don't make things as much, but I don't want to be banned. Cool, Fred Armisen. I got to stop talking before I say something dumb. All right, next up we got, let's do this one. This one I paid the most for because of the story I told you. I was outbid. I was bid up. They bought the other two and apparently really wanted this third one, but no, I got it instead. Don't care if I overpaid. I got Slash. I wanted this one specifically. They had 3 different ones, and they had all 3 Slashes. I wanted the original. I wanted the original Slash. It was probably a re-release anyway. They did re-release this one, but it is still the first one that they made. The mold is the first one that they made. And that's a nice looking Slash autograph too. Signed in red. I don't know if I've ever seen one in red. I usually see them, I see white street graphs every now and then. But this one's looking nice. This one's looking nice. I'll take a nice graph over a street graph any day. And all of these none of these were street graphs, window swaps, all that. All these were signed in person. So that's even better. And again, everything's authenticated. That's crazy. Like, to find an authenticated Slash or the next 2 that I'm going to show, it's going to be not impossible. It's definitely possible. But to find one I can't words right now. Words are hard. To find ones these, I don't know. My brain's broken. To find ones as nice as these, there you go. It's going to be tough because, like I said, street graphs are a thing. Window swaps are a thing. Those are usually rushed autographs. And these were all signed in person. So that makes a huge difference. So let's get into this one. This is probably, as far as value goes, this is probably the most valuable. That's not why I buy. I buy just because I want things. But we've got Patton Oswalt signed Remy. Very cool. Ratatouille. I don't have this pop even. Like, I think this is like I don't know. The sticker I don't think is on. I think the sticker. Oh no, there it is. It's stamped. This is a 2017, I believe. 2017 pop. Signed. This was the only one they had too of Patton. I don't love it in blue. I would have probably rather it in yellow because it's kind of hard to see. It's easier to see in person, but on camera it's kind of hard to see, but because of the glare and stuff. But yeah, you can see it. Pink would have looked nice. Yellow would have looked nice. I don't know why. Yellow's just kind of neutral. White would have looked good. I'm not going to complain that much. I got it for a pretty good price. He does not sign. Like, I mean, you can probably find him on the street very rarely, but I've seen maybe 1 or 2 of these ever. So, and I'm always looking for autographs. Like, very frequently, and I've seen maybe a handful of these, so when I saw this, I had to pick it up for sure. So, the last one, it might not be impressive for everybody, but it's impressive for me because, like I said, I'm always looking for autographs. I am always on the hunt. I'm always searching. I like finding people I've never seen sign before, and this is someone I've never seen sign before. I've never even seen any of them. The 4 that I've seen were in this auction, this charity auction. So we've got Donnie Thornberry, signed by the bassist of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Flea. That is who played Donnie Thornberry. Can you believe that? That's crazy, right? That I've never seen this. Other than the 4 that I saw in the charity auction, that's it. I know Luau bought one too. So we're Flea brothers. Who knows if he'll ever do a signing? It's such a weird thing. Like, it's such a weird, like, pull. Like, who knows? I don't know if I will ever see Flea do an official signing. But yeah, we got Flea, baby. What a weird, crazy pull. And he was Donnie Thornberry, which a lot of people don't know. My parents didn't know. They had no idea. And I was like, yeah, Donnie Thornberry. And Tim Curry was Nigel Thornberry. Just a star-studded cast. But yeah, I mean, that's the finale here. Crazy, crazy things coming out of these auctions. I look forward to it every year, and I'll be ready for next year, ready to buy whatever crazy shit they throw at me, because it's like a second Christmas for me. I spend a lot of money, but it's so worth it to get some of the autographs that you can't normally get. Some of these you can. I mean, some of these people do cons and signings, whatever. But like Slash, Patton Oswalt, Flea, you just can't. Fred Armisen, I don't think does signings either. He's just outside all the time. He does a lot of outside stuff. People catch him, like I think he was on Broadway or something, or people try to catch him outside of SNL, stuff like that, for street crafts. But I want the real deal. I mean, they're real, but I want them to be signed in person. I want them to look nice. I want the real deal. And they're all authenticated. Even better. I hope they continue that tradition next year. And that's all I got for you. So, thank you for watching. I know I'm not as frequent on here as I should be. But, it is what it is. I don't have the motivation. You're lucky this is happening right now. So, I went a little Trumpy there. Whatever. Forget it. But anyway, still immortal. Goodbye.